How's it going, everyone? Weston here with GoWesty, and today we're going to do a walkthrough on the instrument cluster circuit foil replacement kit. We begin the installation by removing the instrument cluster from the vehicle. Then uninstall the factory cluster ribbon from the instrument cluster. We can then reinstall these two screws. Uninstall the indicator light housing and knock out the blue cap. Then we reinstall the indicator housing. Next, we assemble our bulb sockets. Slide the provided spacer over the bulb housing and twist it into place. Before installing the bulbs into the bulb holders, we need to spread these two tabs. This is done by inserting a small flat blade screwdriver and twisting it. This will cause the tabs to open up a little bit. Now that these terminals are spread, it's time to insert the bulbs. Be sure that when inserting the bulbs that the side terminals found here on the bulb holder contact the sides of the LEDs. Hold the bulb holder in your hand and orientate it so that the red wire is on the right hand side. Next, orient the LED so that the plus sign and this resistor are facing you. Then insert it into the bulb holder. The vehicle we're working on has a digital clock. Use the two provided screws to mount the PCB board. Insert the bulb holder into the hole and twist it into place. Cut the wires to length and install them into the terminal block. We also plug in the main harness. Next, locate the LEDs and using a Sharpie, mark the longer of the two legs. Then take a pair of snips and cut the longer leg flush with the shorter leg. We then install the LEDs onto the PCB board, being sure that the legs that we marked orientate towards the plus sign. Using the provided coupling nut and screw, install the voltage regulator. Cut the provided rubber piece to length and install it in this location. Then, gently line the PCB board up to the instrument light housing. Use the previously removed screws to secure the PCB board. Be sure to have these two dip switches flipped to the correct orientation. If you do not have dynamic oil pressure, make sure this is off. If you do, make sure it's on. If the tach signal is sent via a coil, make sure it's flipped to coil. If it comes from the ECU, make sure it's flipped to ECU. Plug the harness from the clock into the clock location on the main PCB board. Install the three main bulb holders and cut the wires to length. Then install them into the terminal block. Loosely install the gauge harness onto the gauges with the colors as shown. Plug the gauge harness onto the main PCB board and secure it using some zip ties. With the wires secure and neatly routed, tighten the nuts, being sure not to over-torque them. Assemble the tach board, then install it onto the tach. Then install the tach harness onto the tach board and the main PCB board. Install the main harness onto the main board, then crimp each of the provided butt connectors onto the end of each wire. Cut the factory plug off the factory harness and crimp the corresponding colored wires to one another. Using a heat gun, heat shrink these butt connectors. Reinstall the instrument cluster, then cycle the key into the on position and make sure the indicator LEDs are functioning properly. And then lastly, start and run the vehicle and make sure the gauges are functioning properly. And that's it. You're all done. Thanks for following along. We'll catch you on the next one.